Chapter 6. Your work is not your worth. Just like one swallow doesn't make a summer, one fail doesn't make you a failure. The main reason I failed commercially as an artist was because I was scared to show and sell my work. It's quite hard to sell work that isn't viewed, but I'd convinced myself to keep painting in the faint hope that someone would knock on my door and buy all of my art and save me from myself. I now know that creating more art was actually active procrastination to avoid taking my work to galleries, art dealers, and entering it into competitions. Deep down, I knew these were the most important tasks. I had created enough art, and I knew I needed agents, galleries, and media to get my work seen and bought. So why did I avoid this and fill my house with new pieces of art that weren't selling just as much as my existing portfolio? Because I was unconsciously protecting my self-worth. Art was painful for me. For someone to even look at my art, it was like they were critiquing my flawed, naked soul. I couldn't even be in the same room as someone viewing my paintings in case they didn't like them. I was so sensitive that unless they gushed over my work, I assumed they hated it but didn't want to tell me. I wouldn't believe them if they said they liked it. I could not separate the identity of me from the critique of my work. I felt like I was being judged, my very being and nature exposed to be chewed up and spat out. Your work is not your worth. You are not your work, just like I was not my art. My art was an expression of an idea, and your task list is simply a list of actions that get done or don't get done. A job done badly or not at all doesn't define who you are, just like someone critiquing my art doesn't make me a failed human being. I was so hard on myself. I was my harshest critic of all, but I couldn't see it. I was so protective of my self-worth that I avoided doing anything that could damage it, including basic socializing. The sad irony is the very protection I hid behind was damaging me the most. So go easy on yourself. Be nice to you. You are worth it. You will succeed sometimes and you will fail others, but there's no doubt at all that you are amazing, even if your last piece of work was shit. Let your critics be the critics and you be kind to you. Start now soundbite. Have a clear wall of defense between you and your work. The world can judge your work, but that does not define who you are. You are capable of decisiveness, clarity, and greatness.